guys, welcome to another video. I want to try and cook chapatti, and I was so lucky that when I went to Asda supermarket I got this flour, and it's chapatti flour, and I was so excited when I got it because at least I can try and cook chapatti. So today basically is going to be me preparing the flour, because I like preparing the flour first, then I usually let it rest, and then I cook my chapatis the next day. Or if I have prepared the flour in the morning, I'll cook my chapatis in the evening, because I like to leave the flour to rest. So now ingredients, of course: chapati flour, oil, then I have water. So this water is water that I have already boiled, and in this cup I have water that is more hot as well. So in case this finishes, I will add some more water. So this is water that goes in to mix my flour in the bowl. Then definitely I will add a bit of salt. Yeah, and that's it. I don't put sugar in my chapatis. So I will start by putting the flour into the, I don't want to cook a lot. I don't really want to cook a lot because I don't want it to, I fear that it may backfire. Hopefully it doesn't, but I don't want to cook a lot, roughly maybe 10 or so. So I want to return some flour back in the I think that's enough. That should be enough. So that should be it. So I have my flour, guys, and I'm just aiming to cook between 5 and 10. I don't want to cook more than that. Then the next thing I'm going to add is oil. I'm going to add oil into my hot water, and that is how I mix. I usually incorporate my oil into the chapati. So I'll just add a bit of oil. Now this is usually it's usually like a trick method, because the more, if the water is too hot, then it makes your chapatis hard, and if you put too much oil, then it makes the chapatis extremely oily, and it's not fun eating oily chapatis. So that's that. And putting oil in this stage when you're preparing the flour reduces the amount of oil you used to cook with. So I will just dig a small hole in here, and make sure, guys, that you have cleaned your hands. So now then I will put a bit of salt. So now we'll start by just mixing this so that I can incorporate the oil into the flour. It's been a while since I cooked chapati, so this is going to be a spot, because we call it kukanda unga, basically mixing that flour so well so that you get a good mixture. So at this stage is when usually some people cook with pumpkin, some people add carrots into their flour. So this is when you can add your flour, or your carrots or your pumpkin into this flour mixture as you mix. So there are usually white chapatis, not okay, when they're cooked they look brown, but there are white chapatis and there are brown chapatis. So this flour is in the middle of white and brown. It's not like precisely white and it is not like fully brown. It's just somewhere in the middle. And I usually find that cooking hard chapatis is a skill. So not hard chapatis, brown chapatis is a skill, because I've tried cooking them once before the same way I cook the chapatis with the white flour, and it doesn't come out as smooth. So basically what I'm doing is trying to ensure that this flour is as smooth as it can get. Just by helping to break down those oil bubbles. And guys, you can see what's happening. So at this point I'm going to create a nice hole in the center and start by adding my water that has oil. So usually you add a little bit as you start to mix it up. Okay, I need to add a bit more. My ultimate prayer is that this does not backfire. That's my ultimate prayer. So guys, you can see it coming together. Okay, I need to add a bit more water. So if I add more water than needed, I will add flour. So yes, and I have added more water, so I want to add more flour. And this seems like I'll be cooking brown chapatis because it's now looking more brown. So challenge at hand. So basically I am just trying to incorporate all the flour inside, and so I have cleaned my under surface over here. I've already cleaned it, I've washed it clean, and so I want to put my flour down and I want to start working on it from down. Ensure that it's all mixed together. So kneading is also another trick method, because the more you knead, it like becomes harder. So and add more oil just to help me knead. So whenever you add oil to this flour, when it's mixed like this, it tends to like tear apart, but you just need to keep kneading it until it comes back and forms dough, the dough itself, and forms like a solid ball. So I'm just helping to knead it. Told you this is like a sport, and this is the best way I know how to knead, because the other one gets my hands tired very quickly. So one thing I love about eating chapatis is that I can eat them in the morning with tea, and I like cold chapatis with tea in the morning, and they taste really nice. Then my favorite meal is usually chapati and beans. I usually believe that chapati are meant to be eaten by beans, so I don't really like eating chapati with green grams or other types of like grains, cabbage. Some people eat with cabbage, some people eat with meat stew and all that. I don't like it. I just like eating it with beans. So bit more oil, last kneading, because I don't want to over knead. I don't want it to have like to become hard. And guys, on this same channel we have made and we cooked, we prepared and cooked mango leaf chapatis. Guys, you should go watch that video. You should go watch that video and know how you can incorporate that. I don't have those at the moment, otherwise I would have spiced up my chapatis, guys, but I don't have any of those ingredients at the moment. But I just thought that since I had the flour, I could, you know, show you guys that I'm actually trying to cook this chapati. So these are going to be brown chapatis. I've already kind of settled with that because the flour is brown, as you can see, guys. Okay, so I will return this to my and guys, I will return this to this bowl. And as you can see, guys, when I press like this, it must at least take time to recoil back up. So I want to spread it very nicely on the bowl. Then I will get my clear film. I'll get my clean film, then I'll cover this to rest until tomorrow. So now if I come to check on this dough like 2 hours later, I will find that it is if I touch the cloth, I'll find that it is very warm. So let me just finish stirring this up. So I want to cover this because I want to cover on top with a cloth. You can see, guys, so I've covered it with a clean film just to make sure that it stays clean. And I want to cover it with 2 sets of cloths. So this will stay like this, and then we'll cook these chapatis tomorrow, guys. So again, like I said, there is a video that I have done of cooking mango leaf chapatis, and guys should see that video because those chapatis were really nice. So you guys should, you know, I'll put a link on the description box so that you can see how we made the chapatis. So I just want to keep this well and store it well in preparation for tomorrow. If this works, I will have hacked it, I think, and I will probably be eating chapatis like every other day of the week. But for right now, it's only between 5 to 10 because I may be, my challenges would be regulating the heat, because back home we use gas which is live fire, or we use a jiko. So regulating the heat on this my cooker, this one, could be a problem. That's number 1. Number 2, again, it's brown chapatis. I thought the flour was white, but it seems to be brown chapatis. But nonetheless, we are here to hack it, so I will cook it and eventually it has to work. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, and we will cook the chapatis together. So until tomorrow, see you on the next one, guys. Bye bye.